Welcome back to 6 News at 6. Time to take a look at your weather, and it's Wednesday, which means it's time for Weather 101, although I usually do this at 6, not 5, so we're going to do this twice today. But this is the first time around. What is the temperature that we call when a parcel of air becomes 100% saturated? Is that relative humidity? Is that dew point? Or is that wet bulb temperature? That was your question to think about over the course of the last 5 or 10 minutes. And of course, the answer is our dew point. Dew points, of course, are the truest measure of humidity. We use relative humidity a lot, but that's actually a function of temperature. So when it's 105 out, you can have relatively humid air, and that number still read 20 to 30%. So that's why we use dew point. It is a truer measure. So speaking of moisture, this has been a historic dry streak we've been stuck in for a while. So we're going to take a look at some numbers here. In Waco, the days where we have seen no rainfall at all, that streak is now the longest in Waco's history. 53 days it's been since we saw any measurable rainfall. That beats out 49 from 2015 and 47 days from 1918. Now, rainfall is great, but we need to be able to measure it. That was a trace of rain that we got 53 days ago. How about anything that we can actually measure with a ruler? How about 68 days ago? And that's good for second all time behind 1924 when we went almost the entire season without seeing any rain. No rain out there, of course, today. However, things could be changing. Remember in first weather I showed you that high pressure map. It's going to move slightly back to the west. And what's that going to do for us? Well, it's going to open the door a little bit here. Let's take a look at what we're expecting for tomorrow. For tomorrow, about a 20% chance, but it's primarily going to be for the Brazos Valley. And it stays there through about sunset tomorrow evening. But then on Friday, then we start to see possibly a little bit more widespread action. Again, chance is only about 20% here. Not great. And any totals that we see will be very slim, but again, anytime we can put rain in the forecast, it is a good thing, especially when it's been hot. It's still hot out there in the 5 o'clock hour, right around 100 degrees across the area. Tomorrow, even hotter. So we have the rain chances, but we also have the heat with excessive heat warnings in effect all the way through Friday night. Yeah, it's going to be hot tomorrow. 105, 106 in most spots, maybe a degree or two cooler out to the west there. But again, everybody around 105, 106, and you factor in just a little bit of humidity, and it's really going to feel like it's closer to 110 or 111. For Temple, Waco, and Killeen, 105 tomorrow with a heat index of 108. We keep the heat up through Friday, 106 there before things start to turn back down closer to 100 by Monday. And by Tuesday, we could be talking the end of this 100-degree streak with those minimal rain chances pretty much every single day. Stay tuned. More 6 News after the break.